It started with a cafeteria bet. I asked my biology professor to be my lab partner for human reproduction. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Only if we start with a practical demonstration." I nearly died right there holding my taco. So this happened during my sophomore year of college, and to this day, it still haunts me. It all started in the cafeteria. Taco Tuesday. Now, let me just say, college tacos, they're like mystery meat wrapped in regret, but we still line up like it's gourmet. Anyway, I was sitting with my two best friends, Jess and Taylor. We were doing what we always do, talking trash, making dumb bets, and pretending we had our lives together. Then Jess goes, "Yo, I dare you to go up to Professor Daniels, ask if he wants to be your lab partner for human reproduction." Mind you, he's our biology professor. Early 40s, sharp, handsome, terrifying. I laugh. Girl, no way. I like my GPA and my dignity. Taylor throws in, "I'll buy your lattes for a week if you do it." Now that's serious, because coffee is basically tuition. So I think, what the heck? I get up, walk across the cafeteria, and there he is. Professor Daniels, eating a salad, reading a book like he's judging society. I go up, heart pounding. Professor Daniels, I was wondering if maybe you'd want to be my lab partner for the next unit, human reproduction? He stares. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Then he says, "The straight face, only if we can start with a practical demonstration." I blacked out. I don't remember what I said, or if I said anything at all. All I remember is turning around so fast. I nearly knocked over the entire tray station. Jess and Taylor are losing it. A guy at another table spit his soda. I sit back down, sweating, shaking, questioning my life. Taylor goes, "Girl, did he just flirt back?" I say, "No, he ended my soul." Now here's where it gets worse. The next day, in class, he starts the lecture by saying, "So before we begin our unit on human reproduction, just know, lab partners are optional. Some people apparently already picked theirs in the cafeteria." He looks right at me. The entire class turns to stare. Jess is choking on her water. I slide down in my chair like I'm disappearing into the underworld, and just when I thought it was over, he adds, "By the way, I'll be picking partners randomly. No, volunteers," and smiles. Jess whispers, "Girl, he's totally into you." I whisper back, "I'm dropping out." But guess what? A week later, I did get assigned as his assistant for lab hours, and every time we went over notes, he'd end with, "Any questions about human reproduction?" With that look. To this day, I don't know if I was being flirted with, trolled, or slowly psychologically destroyed. Moral of the story? Never make cafeteria bets. Never trust tacos. And definitely, never underestimate a professor with a sense of humor. The secret dorm game that got out of control. Okay, so let me set the scene. Freshman year, college dorms. New roommates, weird neighbors, and a floor full of strangers you somehow bond with over laundry disasters and stolen pizza. One night, around 11 p.m., our floor group chat blows up. "Emergency dorm meeting in the lounge. Bring snacks or secrets." I thought, okay, this is either a prank or a cult. I show up with popcorn just in case. Turns out it was Olivia, this chaotic, hilarious girl 2 doors down. And she's like, "All right, people, it's time to play a game. It's called Never Have I Ever Dorm Confessions Edition." I already knew this wasn't going to end well. We sit in a circle. 10 of us. Guys, girls, roommates, even the RA joined in. First round, harmless. "Never have I ever microwaved a fork." Laughter. Next one. "Never have I ever walked into the wrong dorm room naked." Louder laughter. Then it escalates. "Never have I ever did that you hooked up in the laundry room." 3 people drank. Everyone's screaming. Someone yells, "You? In the laundry?" It's all fun. Until it's my turn. I blurt out, "Never have I ever kissed someone on this floor." And that's when everything unraveled. 2 people drank, then 3. Then my roommate takes a sip. Everyone's like, "Girl? Who?" She goes, technically it was 2 people. And the room goes silent. Olivia, never missing a beat, goes, "Oh, do tell." My roommate laughs nervously. "Well, one was after the Halloween party, and the other was like a week ago. I think you were there, actually." Now I'm like, wait, what? And then it hits me. The Halloween party. When I left early because I had an exam. She stayed behind. The guy she kissed? My lab partner. Cue me choking on my popcorn. The RA goes, "Should we keep playing?" My roommate looks at me like, "Please don't kill me." I say, "Sure, let's keep going." The game turns into chaos. People are confessing to stealing food, switching laundry mid-cycle, even sneaking cats into the dorms. Then Olivia drops the nuclear bomb. Never have I ever seen a professor outside of class on a date. One guy drinks. We all freak. Who? He says, I saw Professor Mitchell at the movies with someone way younger. We all scream, you mean like a student? He shrugs. Could have been his niece, or not. The RA is like, okay, I think we're done here. But the stories, the drama, had only just started. After that night, nothing was the same on our floor. Some friendships broke. Some got weirdly closer. The next week, my roommate tried to apologize. She brought me coffee and said, look, it was a mistake. It didn't mean anything. I said, it's college. Mistakes are literally the theme. But don't kiss my lab partner again unless you want to write my midterm too. We laughed. Sort of. To this day, people still talk about that night like it was a fever dream. Moral of the story? Don't trust dorm games. Don't skip Halloween parties. And definitely, don't leave popcorn unattended during confession circles.